Hey, what is going on, everyone? Joe here, and today we are going to play with our balls in Ball X Pit. It's an action roguelite dropping October 15th. There's a demo available right now, and it's sitting at overwhelmingly positive on Steam. On top of that, I'm delighted to say that all of your progress from the demo transfers over to the main game. So if you were just as excited as I am for some ball action, you can start playing this game right now. Now, I did a video on the game a few months ago. I don't remember much about it, so I reset my save data. We're going to jump into this game, have some fun. They added a lot of new things in this demo, new characters, new areas. So we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of a head start and get ready for the launch. This game opens up on like one of my biggest nightmares. You get this big city filled with people, and in an instant, they're all wiped out by a giant ball. Not a ball specifically, but you know what I mean. Balbalon has fallen. And then we have to crawl into this giant hole. A pit is all that remains. And there's actually a pretty good city building element to the game too. In fact, all the systems in this game are really well executed. Now treasure seekers flock to explore the depths. That is us. We are the treasure seekers. It's very dramatic. Man, I can't believe this game is about to come out. I'm so excited. When I first saw the trailer for this, I immediately knew it was not only going to be a game I love, but I was going to get incredibly addicted to. All right, so we can move with WASD. I do not remember how to play this game very well. I can aim and shoot with my mouse. I do remember I want to get my balls behind these guys so I can bounce it off their backs. Collect gems to gain XP. Don't take anything I say this video out of context. We're going to have 0 timestamps in the comment section. But yeah, if we can get in this crack and then have them bounce and get them trapped, we'll start racking up the damage like crazy. Enemies will attack you if they get close to you or reach the bottom of the screen. All right, so don't get stabbed. Don't let them go down. We get some experience here. I've got my health on the left, and then I've got my experience bar as well. And then the right side is going to have our overall progress. I think the final boss is all the way at the top. We can toggle auto-firing, but I am not going to do that. I want to fire manually so we can make ball busting feel as much of an action game as possible. We leveled up. I have my endurance. I can increase my HP. Strength affects base damage. Leadership affects baby ball count, baby ball damage, and launched balls. Speed affects ball speed and movement speed. Dexterity affects crit chance and fire rate. And then intelligence affects AoE power, status effect power, and passive power. And if I want, I can see a detailed breakdown. Yeah, it tells me pretty much everything. That's cool. I don't have time for math, though. I got time for power. So I can level up. I can get an upgrade. A turret. Floats around your character and shoots a baby ball at enemies every 2 seconds. Magnet increases my range at which I pick up items and catch baby balls. And the egg sack explodes into 2 to 4 baby balls on hitting an enemy. Has a 3-second cooldown before it can be shot again. That seems kind of bad early on. Let's get the turret. And so now I've got a turret that's going to help me shoot every 2 seconds. And I'm sure we can level that up as well. Apparently, they added a lot of new content to the demo. It's supposedly harder. There's a ton of new items and balls. And I think there's 5 characters now. We can adjust the game speed by pressing 1, 2, or 3. I don't think I'm going to do that. Not until I remember how to play a little bit better. We're about to level up again. Nice. So we went with dexterity. Affects crit chance and fire rate. Nice. Poison. Applies 1 stack of poison on hit. Maximum of 5 stacks. Poison lasts for 6 seconds, and each stack deals 1 to 3 damage per second. Fleet Feet. Increase movement speed by 10% and move at full speed while shooting. That doesn't seem that great for me. When you catch a special ball, automatically shoot 1 to 3 new baby balls in random directions. That could be fun. If we just have a bunch of baby balls. Let's do that. Let's try that. I only have 1 special ball, which is the spike ball. But if I keep catching it, I'll shoot out more balls. But that also means I might want to stand in a spot where I can just keep catching it over and over again. Like if I grab this real fast and then just rapid fire shoot it and keep catching it over and over again. Fission randomly levels up your equipment 1 or more times. I remember this also lets us combine balls too. So we'll get some level ups. Nice. Out of 1 to 5, leveling up 4 times is huge. So now the turret's maxed out. Can I look at its stats? So it's going to shoot a ball every 1.2 seconds. We're about to level up again. Strength went up. That's my base damage. But leadership makes my baby balls do more damage. So I wonder if this only affects my bleed ball right now. Because the baby balls are the small white balls. Laser, vertical, 27 to 48 hit damage. Deals 8 to 15 damage to all enemies in the same column. Crown of Thorns. Destroy the 2 nearest enemies when you are hit from close range. That's cool. So you can just kind of like mow them down. And then the egg sack again. I feel like I have to get a ball at this point. I've got to. If we're going in on all these baby balls, I should do the egg sack. Maybe leveling it up will reduce the cooldown. And if I can get it stuck somewhere, it doesn't even matter. It's just going to spawn a ton of balls. So that's what we want to do. Just keep shooting in the back. They've got an exclamation mark when they're about to hit me, so I can try to move away pretty fast. Nice. It's all about the strategy. There's a fine art to ball busting. Grab this. Maybe we can get lucky again? No, not at all. We got 1 level up. So when I was a kid, my mom didn't work because I had so many siblings. She was taking care of us. And so whenever she had nothing to do, she would play a game on her computer. We could level up my baby balls. Hold on, let me see. Broodmother has a 25% chance of birthing a baby ball each time it hits an enemy. Has a 4% chance to freeze enemies for 5 seconds. Frozen enemies receive 25% more damage. Let's go for the Broodmother. But as I was saying, my mom would sit on her computer all day, and she would play 2 games. There was a game called Snood, which was kind of like Bubble Bobble, or she would play a game called Breakout. And so she would play this ball-busting, brick-busting, whatever game for like 4 or 5 hours a day. And so a game like this is actually pretty nostalgic for me. My mom was a ball-busting champ. What can I say? All right, so my strength is up to 9 now. Balls deal 20% bonus damage until they hit a wall. I wonder if the back wall counts. Gain more baby balls, but your aim becomes scattered. I feel like I want to do that. Earthquake deals 4 to 11 damage to nearby units in a 3x3 tile square. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the baby rattle. So we've got even more baby balls. The soundtrack in this game is so good, man. I can't wait for the other maps. I'm not sure if there's any other unlockable maps in the demo. I know there's difficulty levels. In fact, some people have played this demo for like 15, 20 hours, and they're still unlocking things. All right, so we leveled up a good distribution. More baby balls. I assume this is going to give me a higher chance for balls to burst. 35% chance of birthing a baby ball each time it hits an enemy. Got it. We're about to level up again. I don't know, man. We're doing pretty good. Just get him in the bag. More intelligence. That's AoE power, status effect power, and passive. So if I got the poison or the earthquake, intelligence would be very vital. Well, that's a fireball. I could max out the baby rattle, so now we get double the baby balls. Let's do that. Double the baby balls. And so if I look at my cursor, I can actually see how many balls I can hold. But we get even more every single time that egg sack hits something. Okay, in the back. We're doing the thing. We got the first boss. These guys are almost done. I don't think I can level up. Let's try. No, not quite. Okay, so try to shoot behind. Oh, you make a big noise when I get close to you. Wait, what about right here? Right in that crevice. We have so many balls in the bag. How much health do you have? All right, thank goodness. That was almost really bad. Okay, so I can level up the Broodmother or the egg sack. So this would go from 3 to 5 balls. That's crazy. Let's do that. Intelligence affects AoE power. Yeah, I don't want to keep leveling up intelligence. I guess it's random every time. Phases through enemies. Iron Ball deals double damage but moves 40% slower. I'm gonna reroll. I wanted to try to level up the Broodmother, because if I remember correctly, you can combine these when they hit level 3. Yeah, so there's an evolution. Evolution fuses certain combinations of fully upgraded balls into powerful new balls. So if I hit evolution, I can combine the Bleed and the Broodmother, or the Egg Sac and the Broodmother, and they become an entirely new ball. And so I don't know what either of these are. It's kind of like whenever you fuse your weapons together in Vampire Survivors to make something entirely different. So we've got the Spider Queen. Has a 25% chance of birthing an egg sac each time it hits an enemy. That's crazy. So the egg sacs will just keep making even more baby balls. But I think I can also continue to level that ball up to make its effects even stronger. And so leadership is definitely what I want, because that's going to keep leveling up that baby ball damage. And I assume there's probably a character that's going to be a little bit more focused on that. Has a 35% chance, so increase it by 10%. The ball itself does a crazy amount of damage. Balls deal 20% bonus damage until they hit a wall. Vampire. Each hit has a 4.5% chance of healing 1 health. No, let's level up the Spider Queen. I feel like I need to get more balls, though. Otherwise, I'm going to get in a bad spot. I'm going to bite off a little bit more than I can chew. Why won't this guy die? Okay, I got to get back here. Try to shoot in this angle. We got some balls strapped back there, but not the ball I need. There we go. I got the Spider Queen back there, so we got egg sacs everywhere. We got to worry about the front. This guy has so much health. Let's try to get all this experience. More endurance, more HP. I could get another Broodmother. And if I get a Broodmother and level it up, I can evolve it with the Bleed Ball. Let's do that. I even look at the hatchet. I didn't see what it did. I got too excited. That's my own fault. I see that evolution. Let's grab that. Get some level ups here. Okay, so this has to be max now, right? The Bottle Tornado. Whenever you catch a special ball, I'm going to shoot 2 to 4 baby balls. Not doing too bad for a first run. It definitely does seem a little bit harder, though. These guys have way more health. Try to get in this corner. More leadership, please. All of the leadership. Let's max out Broodmother. Wait, what is this? Balls start off at 70% speed, but increase by 20% with each bounce. With each bounce? So if I get them stuck in the corner... Man, that's tempting. I'm going to do the Broodmother, though. I want to keep combining my balls. Because if that's ready and we get another fusion, right? Otherwise, it's just kind of wasted. If I really wanted to, I could just walk into this enemy. Oh, there's the fusion. All right, evolution. Combine these. And so now we've got a leech. Attaches up to 1 leech onto enemies it hits, which add 2 stacks of bleed per second. So that has really nothing to do with spawning more balls. Interesting. It really went way into bleed. I mean, that's still helping me. I can't complain. Health potion. And so if I wanted to, we could do 3. And so we can increase the game speed and go even faster, especially when I'm feeling as confident as I am, because I would love to try to unlock some other characters and see some of the new content. So we're going to go fast mode, but I can't forget my strategy. Let's try to shoot into the backs. There we go. More endurance. Balls go through enemies and deal 25% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. What does that mean for the Spider Queen? So it would go through all of them and constantly spawn? I don't know if that would be good for me. Balls deal 150 damage, but damage decays by 30 each time they bounce. Minimum of 50%. Increased crit chance when hitting enemies from the front. I don't love any of these. I'm going to re-roll this. Decrease damage, increase movement speed. I think I'm going to finally get this Earthquake Ball. It doesn't really go with my build, but I keep getting intelligence anyway, and that's going to help my AoE damage, right? So let's do that. Gotta worry about the front here. I mean, if I keep bouncing that earthquake, we'll do a bunch of AoE damage, and then I'm gonna keep throwing out baby balls. Nice. I feel like the magnet's actually pretty good, though, because I have 0 pickup range. All right, second boss. Here we go. Okay. I gotta stop focusing on the front. I gotta focus on the back here. Try to get them right in this crack. It's a health potion. I mean, if I can get that leech stuck, we will stack bleed like crazy, like no other. I can max out the leech. 48 stacks of bleed is insane. Oh my god. Balls deal 80% more damage after hitting the back of the field. Interesting. Otherwise, their damage is reduced by 20%. I don't love that either. Let's just level up the leech ball. Boss is dead. That was very fast. Okay. I wonder if you can combine the evolutions. That would be insane if that's the case. Vampire. Each hit has a chance to heal. No. Let's level up Earthquake. I don't think we really need to worry about healing. I think we're doing really good in that regard. I'm kind of regretting not grabbing the magnet. Okay, I need to get behind. I gotta stop shooting them from the front. Dude, look at how much crazier that damage gets. Increased crit chance when hitting enemies in the front. Shoot baby balls each time you're healed. If I got that with the vampire, that'd be crazy. This does some base damage, though. And if I could combine this with, like, the Earthquake, that would be a lot of healing. We can try it. I probably should have just re-rolled again, but... Dude, there's so much XP. We're not leveling up very fast anymore. Get in this corner. I'm going to slow down the speed. So there is a fusion. Fusion combines any two fully upgraded balls, combining their properties into one ball. Balls can only be fused once. So if I were to fuse the Spider Queen and the Leech... So it just does the same thing. It's going to apply a Leech and also spawn an Egg Sac. Spawn balls from the Spider Queen have the same properties as Leech. That's crazy, though. So then every Egg Sac and Baby Ball is also going to Leech, right? Oh, this isn't looking good, man. Try to get right in here. No, I don't know. We're going to start taking some mad damage. My balls are stuck in the back. I got too excited. Yeah, dude. I got so close. I got so close. We screwed that. I also felt like I just didn't have a lot of power. All right, more strength, more dexterity. Is this permanent? Do I keep my level ups? No, I think because my intelligence went back down, I think these are just increases to my overall base stats. Increase the harvest clock by 0.2 seconds each time harvesting wood. Pierce through boulders when harvesting rocks. I guess Woodmaster. So you can see my DPS. It was 100% the Spider Queen. That wasn't too bad. So now we can do some city building. Welcome to New Balbalon, your home base. Let's plant some wheat to get started. Open the build menu. Select wheat field. Forest. It does feel harder. Because I won my first time through originally. Unless I've just gotten worse at video games. Now you can harvest your resources. Well, let's wait then, if that's the case. Let's build more wheat. Can I build anything else? Warfare, housing. No, we have to get blueprints. Okay. I need wood to make this, yeah. I need wheat to make forests. Well, then I could do this. Hold on. Let's harvest. We're gonna bounce, go down, bounce up. Nice. Okay, so we got some resources. So now if I want to be super efficient here, I can now build another forest. Cool. Not bad. And so, yeah, there's a few more characters. There's a 5th character you can get as well, I think, if you turn on Twitch integration. And we have to get these gears to unlock hard mode. I'm not quite sure how we do that, besides maybe beating the boss. So I definitely want to try out hard mode as well. All right, let's roll. We've got a few increases to our stats. So we're going to do a little bit more damage right out of the gate. So we have the boneyard. Just a lot of levels, man. A lot of levels, a lot of soundtracks, a lot of new enemies. This game is going to be stacked, and I am excited. All right. So maybe we don't go with the baby balls anymore. Let's try to go for something more specialized in my actual balls. I probably should do the toggle firing because I'm wearing out my fingers. I mean, honestly, I had one item that was useless because it was all about catching my balls to shoot more balls, but I wasn't really doing that. I was just shooting straight to the back. But there could be a pretty good face tanking build because we can do more crits if we shoot from the front. And if I just stand right in front of these guys, we could mow right through them. Decrease damage taken. Balls deal 80% more damage after hitting the back. Level up the bleed ball. But it also seems like the money we spend re-rolling is the same money we take back to the town. So if I don't have to re-roll, I probably don't want to so I can save my resources. We're going to win this time. We're not throwing in the ball. All right, dexterity. Increase area of effect damage, such as earthquake, laser, and lightning. If I went for earthquake, that'd be good. That's crit chance when hitting enemies on their right side. I'm going to go for bleed again. I want the crit chance from the front. And I want to just bash through everything. I want to get as close as I can and then just shoot these balls point blank. Which means maybe earthquake would be smart too. Oh, don't hit me. The early game, though, that might not be the smartest thing because these guys are taking quite a bit to actually go down. Oh, grabbing this when I don't have anything just gives me gold. Well, that's kind of a waste. 141. I mean, that's nice. That's going to be a lot that we can build. We're about to level up again, so we need to grab another item. Passes through enemies. Balls start off slow, but they increase with each bounce. What if I were to shoot baby balls each time I'm healed and go for that vampire ball? Yeah, but that would be way too similar to the build I'm already doing. We've got the money. Let's reroll. Here we go. Crit chance when hitting enemies from the front. I want to try this. I want to see how stupid this could possibly be. Because the crit scaling is insane. And so now I want to try to get the earthquake ball. This is the dumbest thing. And if I can increase maybe my fire rate. I don't know how well this is going to work though, Joe. This seems bad. Because you're missing out on all those extra bounces. Yeah, hold on. Grab this. Okay, so what's this at now? 40% chance. My balls are stuck. I've got no balls. Please. All right, it's okay. We're gonna heal this bag. We're gonna heal this bag. The dream is not dead. Lightning ball. Laser ball? Hold on. Laser ball could be huge. So if we get point blank and just keep bouncing the laser back and forth and it crits, I can't lose my ball. I have to hold it. I don't know if the laser effect will actually crit, though. I had to watch for that. We definitely need this healing. I need a few different things to make this build work. I got some wheat. That's nice. More strength. Okay. All right. When you catch a special ball, automatically shoot the baby balls. So that could work really well with me. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Now, if I keep catching the ball over and over again, we'll keep shooting baby balls. So we can blast with deadly point-blank efficiency. Level up. Nice. All right, so laser's maxed. It's going to do 12 to 30 damage. This will shoot 2 to 3 baby balls. I mean, it's not working poorly. It's stressing me out a little bit. I might want to get the magnet. All right, boss time. It's okay. It's okay. We're playing this as a soldier should play it. I should really get the vampire ball. If I can see the vampire ball, I should go for it. Earthquake is what I wanted, though. Earthquake is what I wanted. All this AoE spam. And then we can deal with the boss in due time. Grab all the XP. Start shooting at this guy. Grab my balls. I gotta watch out by attacking it at an angle, though, because I have to make sure I'm in a spot to keep catching my balls. See? Like this. Like this. Machine gun blitz. More leadership. 25% chance to launch a baby ball when you pick up a gem. I don't love that. I don't love that. I want to level up my earthquake. Get this fusion. Oh, we unlocked a new character. Nice. More health. I definitely need that. Deals double damage but moves 40% slower. I feel like that would actually work with what we're doing, though. All right, let's grab that. It doesn't need to move. All right, so we can fuse my balls. I don't have any of the cool fusions, though, which is kind of a bummer. But it will save me a slot. So it's going to be a laser that also bleeds, right? Yeah, honestly. Area of effect damage from laser also inflicts status effects from bleed. So we can basically bleed out an entire row. I'm going to hit the auto shoot. Because I am tapping so aggressively right now. The magnet. The vampire. I need the vampire. Yeah. I don't want to do the auto fire, though, because it actually makes me worse at catching my balls. We got a potion. Got another fusion. More healing. All baby balls deal 20% more damage. Where was that on my last run? That would have been so good. That would have been so good. I don't love any of these. I'm going to reroll. Increase area of effect damage. So earthquake and laser. Oh, 100%. Without a shadow of a doubt, I want that. Kind of lame. It's okay. I wanted to level up that wand. So the area of effect stuff, there's got to be a spellcaster character that has a high amount of intellect. So then I really wonder what this guy is going to be good for, because he's got a lot of strength. So I do think the steel ball is definitely a right choice. Because if I crit off of that, I'm sure the damage is obscene. Get all this experience real quick. I can't tell if I'm doing better or worse than last time. You know what? I'm here for it. All right, we got the fusion. Is this maxed out yet? It is. So now I can start to combine it. We can max out the steel ball or the earthquake. Imagine the earthquake with the vampire. That would be hilarious. I'd have a big healing AoE. It sucks I'm not getting any of the fancy evolutions, though. It seems like only certain things can combine like that. And so it's almost kind of a waste not to do those. Because they can further combine. You can keep combining and combining and combining. I think it said the basic evolutions, like the laser and the bleed, can only be combined once. So I've already hit the peak of my growth there. But we're not playing like hard mode. I bet you got to strategize like that for hard mode. I'm literally just bashing my face in the wall. That is this play style. It's going great. All right, so we can combine Earthquake and Vampire. Which is honestly great because that means we can get another ball. Each hit has a 6% chance of healing 2 health. Nice. It didn't specify if it was the AoE hits, but I'm going to assume it is. Otherwise, kind of a waste. Destroy the 2 nearest enemies when you were hit from close range. What if I go for that and I heal? And what if, oh no, I can't get the damage mitigation, but you really could have like a face tanking build. All right, second boss. I need to knock these guys out so I can start fighting the boss. Kind of spooky. Okay. I got my balls. I got to get to an angle here. That's fine. You can punch me. I don't care. We're blitzing straight into you, man. I don't care. Oh my god. You have so much health. No freaking way. Nice. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Okay, so this leveled up. What does the level up for that entail? The 3 nearest enemies when you're hit from close range. So I leveled up again. The 4 nearest enemies. So if I just walk into them, will they all start dying? Oh, they have to actually jump into me. Okay, so let them hit me. Yeah, that's not bad. Let them keep hitting me. Lightning. Yeah, that's not bad either. We'll go for that. So I'm going to take as much damage as I can. They're going to keep getting wiped out. I'm going to shoot straight ahead. Oh my god. All right, well, don't get myself killed here. Grab the experience. I don't know, man. I don't think this is going to work. I was being too silly with this build. I don't know. AoE damage up right now could be huge. Nope. They all got knocked out. All right. I'm playing too stupid. I need to actually do something I think would be smart and work. Because if I hit retry. My bad. I did not want to retry. Let's go back to the city. Oh, wow. So if you hit quick retry, do you lose your money? Abandon mission, go back to base. You'll keep any resources. Oh, no, you keep them. You keep them. Okay. I thought I said I was going to lose them. All right, we unlocked a new character. Well, I didn't make any money. Select the housing category to see all your unlocked houses. All right, sheriff's office. We got a new character, so we could try him. If you are running low on space, you can expand by excavating areas outside of your base. How did I get so bad at this game, man? I won my very first try, but now in this video, I have lost 2 in a row. We can expand. Oh, this is new. So we can actually make this bigger. Or it might not be new. Maybe I just never got that far. All right, so we can go ahead and harvest. We got 2 people that shoot around now, I think. Yeah, so they'll go in different directions. Hopefully we can get that wood. Nice. Okay, cool. I don't think I have the money to build anything yet. We also don't have the blueprints, but that's fine. That's fine. All right. Lock in. Stop being silly. That last build was incredibly silly. All right, so this is a disgraced deputy. His stats, he starts pretty well-rounded. Seems like leadership and dexterity. So this is the baby ball guy. This is the baby ball guy. But he also starts with burn. Has scattered aim, shoots twice as fast, and constantly launches balls if any are available. Can move at full speed while shooting. All right, we got this. All right, we got to win this. We got to unlock hard mode, man. They have definitely made this demo a little bit more challenging, which is honestly a good thing because the previous build was incredibly easy. But I feel like we'll just need to definitely replicate one of the builds we did previously. Get as many baby balls as possible. It's interesting, though, because this guy starts with the burn ball, right? But his intelligence, which affects the status effect power, I have to assume that's burn as well, his intelligence is very low. So he doesn't even scale very well with his first ball, so I probably want to try to combine that as soon as I can. All right, so we can get the Brood Mother here, which is definitely what I want instantly. Increased crit chance. Well, he does scale with dexterity, too. What if I were to get, like, every single dagger and then just crit from every angle? In fact, that might not be a bad idea. Let's try to go for the Brood Mother first. Then I want the Egg Sac. And then I want as many daggers as possible. So if we can get these balls stuck behind and they're critting every single hit, I feel like that would be insane. I also feel like we're already doing way better than we did last time, which is great. All right, more dexterity. Yeah, because dexterity's crit chance and fire rate. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal 9 to 18 bonus fire damage on the next hit. I don't love that. I'm gonna go for more burn. I want to try to max out on the right balls as soon as possible. If I can wait a second before I grab that, see if we can level up a few times. So we have a few more things we can grab. Just be careful. There we go. Oh, that's the laser ball. I can't re-roll this, unfortunately. I could get both the lasers, because I guarantee you those can probably combine. Let's just go for the laser, because that's going to give me the most value when I grab this, if I'm lucky, right? Yeah. And then by the time we get the next one, hopefully I'll have an X-Sac. Unless fire can actually combine with the Brood Mother, that'd be nice. All right, go for the back. Get them all in there. Yeah, that is the way to play, dude. Level up one more time. No Egg Sac. Unfortunate. 25% chance to launch a baby ball when you pick up a gem. That with a magnet would be good. I'm gonna go for the dagger. I want all the daggers. As dumb as that sounds. We're gonna go all in on crit. Nice, huge. So now everything's max level. Yeah, we're doing way better this time. Like, I'm not even sweating. They definitely up the density on the enemies. I feel like I don't have nearly as many opportunities to hit through the cracks like I used to. It's a spike ball. I'm gonna re-roll this. Damn, what bad luck. Re-roll one more time. Well, there's the other dagger, hitting enemies in the back. What's crazy, too, is I'm not even really seeing any of the baby ball items. I'm not seeing the rattle. I'm not seeing that jarred tornado, the turret. We're not having the best luck. But that is the nature of a roguelite, right? Gotta roll the punches. Yeah, that just combines these. I don't want to do that. I want to wait until we've got something that can be an evolution. So this is going to level up my other dagger. Yeah. I'm holding out for an exact, man. That is going to put this build exactly where I want it. Let's try to get the money first so I can reroll if I have to. Yeah, that's crazy. Earthquake, ghost, or wind. Reroll. Well, this is the other laser, so that's not bad. We can at least combine those. First boss. All right, so he's got a little bit of an angle in the front. So if I stand perfectly, like right here, we can catch my balls very fast and keep spamming crit. Gotta keep moving back, though. This guy doesn't slap me. Yeah, that was the fastest we ever killed that guy. Affects baby ball count, baby ball damage, and launched balls. Let's see if I can't level up one more time before I grab this. There should be enough experience. Continue. Now let's max out the laser. Damn, there's the bottle tornado. Max this out. Now go for this. Evolution. These two can combine. So now we have got the Holy Laser. And we got a clinic. All characters gain 1 bonus endurance. Affects your max health. Nice. So most of these buildings just give us massive boost character-wide. More speed. This is another one of the swords. Dude, and I just need one more and we've got all 4. The laser doesn't really fit with the build much, but it's okay. We still need to try to get the egg sack again. Nice health potion. Getting a ton of money. Damn, okay. Can I say no? I wonder if I can combine vampire with anything that I've got here. I mean, I could also combine fire with the laser, and that would give me a chance to get an egg sack. Yeah, my luck is just really bad. All right, let's go for the vampire for the time being. That ruins everything I was going for. Let's go ahead and level up. That was crazy. All right, I'm going to combine vampire with the holy laser. And so that's going to give me another slot. I need to make sure I attack from this angle because that's where we get all the crits. Almost every hit at this point is a crit. Can I look at a breakdown of my crit chance? Because I can look at detailed stats. 0.40%. That doesn't seem very high. Oh, they have different scaling. Huh. My brain does not understand. My brain only understands balls. But it does look like we're critting all the time. So that's great. There's the turret. Level up the vampire ball. I just want the last sword, man. I want to crit from every angle. Okay, let's combine. Evolution. Oh! That actually can combine. Interesting. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Mosquito King. Spawns a mosquito each time it hits an enemy. Mosquitoes attack a random enemy, dealing 80 to 120 damage each. If the mosquito kills an enemy, they steal health. Damn, that's actually pretty good. All right, there's no way, man. I feel so stacked this time around. If I lose, this one's entirely on me. All right, get all this experience. I did not mean to grab that, but that's okay. We can combine fire and the holy laser. All right. So now the area of effect damage from the holy laser also applies burn. So everything is going to be on fire. Everything. I could go ahead and get yet another laser. No, let's level up the Mosquito. I still want to go for baby balls, because if I have tiny balls everywhere critting, I feel like that is exactly how you're supposed to play this character. Otherwise, why would those two stats level up faster than everything else? All right, second boss. We're in a really good spot, though. It took me a second, but I feel like I'm actually really learning this game now. I keep bouncing. Get all these crit hits. That Mosquito's gonna keep healing me. More speed. I can max my crit chance here. I just need one more sword. I think you can combine the items too. I don't know if the swords combine. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage now. Hold on, we gotta focus on the enemy at hand. There we go. That was so freaking fast. All baby balls do more damage. Oh, you really want me to get an item now. Reroll. Give me the Mosquito King. I'm very determined. I know what I want. Got a ton of healing. I'm trying to leave that fusion there because I don't have anything that I can level up yet. I need to get a new item. Item or ball. Just got to be careful before it goes away. Come on. No! Damn it! 75 gold's not bad, though. I can reroll with that. More dexterity. Vampire, magnet, bandage. For the vampire. I mean, the bandage would actually be good there. Because the bandage gives me those baby balls every single time I heal. So every single time the Mosquito kills someone. I don't love how the Mosquito doesn't summon any extra balls, though. All right, go ahead. Max out my vampire ball. Please. Thank you. Now, I could combine that with the Mosquito, right? And so the Mosquito would have even more life-stealing properties? Okay. Getting a little nervous now. But we're still doing okay. Oh, here we go. Once that fire laser gets in and these guys just start taking some damage, it all adds up. Earthquake. I really am holding out for that last sword. The dream is real. I'm not going to have any money. Lightning. It's another laser. I wonder what lightning would combo with. It's fine. We're going to have to grab this and then just combine it. Got some more healing items. Dude, how arrogant I was in my first run where I was like, I'm just going to turn up the speed. We'll just beat this fast. And I've spent the entire video trying to beat the first boss. Damn it! I tried so hard for the last sword, and you couldn't give it to me. All right, well, I can't reroll anymore. Increase ball launch speed by 20%, but get knocked back. Balls go through enemies. Honestly, balls going through enemies right now with the build I have, since we don't have baby balls, might not be awful. I'm just going to increase the ball launch speed. That's the safest thing to get. I was trying to make the Omega Dagger. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. I don't really feel like we synergized incredibly well with this guy, besides going all in on crit chance. Let me see. Dexterity. It's crit chance, but it doesn't look like there's a stat for crit damage. And I don't see anything here for crit damage, so it must be set. So I'm not sure what the multiplier is, but it seems substantial, man. My crit shots sometimes go up to the 200s. This game is deep, though. There's a lot of complexities. Like when you're trying to build up certain things. And then, of course, the town building, too. I guess strength's fine. It's not like I have much of a say. At this point, I'm already capped out. If I can find one more fusion, I can combine some stuff, but we're pretty much at our limit. But making it this far and getting to a point where I can't level anything else up doesn't seem like a bad thing. Seems like I probably played this pretty good. All right, Mr. Boss, I see you. I'm busy killing all of your children. About to level up. What happens when you level up and you can't level anything else up? Okay, so hitting you in the front doesn't seem to do anything. But hitting your crown is where all the damage is. Okay, I remember this. So when I first fought this boss, I said he was launching penises at me. It still looks like he is launching penises at me. I gotta get them in a way where they'll just keep bouncing, ricocheting. Luckily, I don't think there's a time limit anymore. Now it's just all a matter of knocking this guy out. I mean, we're killing enemies. I wonder if they'll drop an evolution. All right, so my launch speed's a little bit faster. It's a lot harder to hit you when you're doing this. I like the music, man. I got really quiet because I was just so zoned in listening to the soundtrack. But I think for me, the most exciting thing about a soundtrack like this, I just want the full game to come out so I can see what the other maps sound like. Because it's just like the general aesthetic, the overall feeling of this game is on point. But I will be honest, I've got a big gamer crush on Devolver Digital. Literally everything they put out. Absolver was one of their games too, but every game they put out is quality, man. Then we got the Cult of the Lamb expansion dropping later. I know they didn't make this game, they published it, but they seem to have a knack for every game they're attached to just being so good. I don't know what they're feeding those game devs, man. This guy's almost dead, but I am taking a lot of damage. I gotta slow down. I remember this guy being a lot easier, but I've said that about a lot of things so far this video. All right, a few more hits and you are toast. Just be safe. Let's just be safe. Knock out all these bad guys. Don't get hit. The penises are launching. No, he's dead. He's dead. We did it. Boneyard trophy. Gain status effect power for each character you've completed the boneyard with. Interesting. Each fast tier completed on top of that fast tier adds an extra bonus per character. Whoa. We got money. We got rocks. We got a cozy home. We got a gear. Okay, so we are halfway to hard mode. Level 2. Level 3. Increase movement speed while harvesting by 20%. Increase the range at wheat is collected. I feel like I should have saved my money because I'm going to need to do expand now. Let's increase my movement speed. Turn to base. New items will have a chance of appearing upon leveling up. Dark Orb, Cursed Elixir. When a poison enemy dies, 10% chance for them to come back as a zombie with 245 health that moves up the board and fights enemies. Oh my god, that seems cool. Deals 3 times damage but destroys itself after hitting an enemy. Has a 3-second cooldown before it can be shot again. That is the face tanking orb. Curse has a 10% chance of killing enemies. Enemies explode on death, dealing 20 to 31 damage to adjacent enemies. Very cool. We got $700? All right, so we have unlocked the Repentant, a sorrowful specimen filled with regret. His balls deal 5% more damage each time they bounce, but when they hit the back wall, they return to the player, damaging each enemy they pass through. And looking at his stats, he's got speed, he's got a decent amount of intelligence and dexterity. In fact, he seems almost better in every way. He just doesn't have a lot of health or strength at all. And so every single time you win with a character, you get a check mark. And that's just on the normal difficulty. So we still have to unlock hard mode. We've got the 4th character we need to unlock as well. Guys, this was a ton of fun. Again, all of my data is transferring over to the main game, so I'm really excited about that. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button. Give me a comment down below if you guys want more Ball X Pit, because if I get some hype around this video, I would gladly do a whole series on launch when it drops. In fact, we got a couple more days where I can put out a few more videos and try to unlock hard mode. So just let me know. If you watched me this far and have not hit that sub button, consider doing so because that supports the channel way more than you know. Otherwise, that is going to be it for me, and I will see all of you guys next time.